Well, good morning. It is February the 13th, and today is National Radio Day, which is great, except I don't really listen to the radio because we've got Spotify, and I've got podcasts, and I've got all these other things I listen to, which a lot of my podcasts are NPR, which is the National Podcast Radio, so I guess that's radio, but let's flip on the FM radio waves and see what's happening.
Foundation is quickly creating safe housing for victims.
Good.
Incredible opening week. I'm reaching for you in desperation.
No dudo que tú vayas a llegar más.
Another appreciation, that's what.
It's Kevin and Bean on K-Rock. Mismo día alcanzamos a hacer. Wilderness was looking.
Saying no girls allowed. Loud. The firm denies all.
Not America.
If we're wondering why don't people listen to the radio anymore, it's because there's very few actual radio stations. They were all commercials minus two classic rock channels, which is awesome. But there's just a lot of commercials, there's a lot of talk and not music. AMs for talk. But anyways, so I listen to a ton of podcasts. I listen to them all the time while I'm driving. I listen to them even sometimes at the gym, depending on what's going on. I have a bunch of different categories. I love NPR. They have some great stuff. So I love all the Stuff series. So Stuff You Think You Should Know. Stuff Your Mom Never Told You is a good one. Stuff You Missed in History Class. Those are all great. I love a lot of the murder mystery ones. So I've listened to quite a few of those. But there's also, I like some making ones. So there's the Modern Makers podcast. There's, I don't know, like 3 or 4 other ones that I listen to. Yeah, there's the Made for Profit podcast. I listen to them as well. There's been a few that have kind of come and gone, but let's do some ministry podcasts from Download Youth Ministry to a little bit of John Piper to Vox to all these kind of different ones, just to get some different perspectives and hear some other voices. I think those are great. And then one of my favorites is probably there's the TED Talks Daily, and then there's the TED Radio Hour, which they take a bunch of different TED Talks and talk about a specific topic, which is kind of fun. But I feel like they've all been sounding a little bit similar recently, but they're great ones. I love them. Like, TED Talks are 15 minutes, so the TED Talks Dailies is just one TED Talk that they post every single day, and it's really, really good. So if you're looking for a podcast or something to listen to as you're driving or at the gym or walking or working if you can, take a look at podcasts. I love them. I listen to them all the time. I feel like I learn all sorts of just random, useless information all the time. And I love having all of that random, useless information in my head. So go enjoy some radio today. Flip through. Hopefully you can find something that's a little higher quality than the radio that I was finding, except for the couple of classic rock stations. So do me a favor, post below, what do you listen to when you listen to the radio? What's your favorite channel? Or what's a podcast that I should be listening to, or somebody else should know about? Because I love finding new podcasts and just like binging through them and knocking them out real quick. So post in the comment section below, and remember, every day is a holiday.
Food blog. Yeah.
So some people have asked, is today National Pancake Day? And it is not. It's actually International Pancake Day. And one of my favorite celebrities, comedians, Mitch Hedberg, R.I.P., says that waffles are just pancakes with a syrup trap. So today we had some pancake waffles.